based on like an emotional state. It's not really going to be like, oh, this is what we should do. It's statistical, blah, blah, blah. It's really from our heart, and it's like something that we both actually thought of, and then we were like, hey, you're doing the same thing. And we combined. Okay, so I like this quote. I'm not going to read it if you guys can, but I'm going to explain it. This quote to me really means, like, especially through high school, you always get the questions or think about, did you have a big test? Are you worried about balancing needs of like your sports, your job, your next paycheck, what you're going to do at home, your siblings, so on and so forth. But at the end of the day and at the end of your life, the most important thing to you is your relationships, whether it's friends or foes, family or someone that you lost a long time ago, and how those relationships built and how they stayed. And this quote, I can't remember what it was. This quote really represents the entire presentation on Ronald McDonald House of Charities, which is based solely on the pediatric kids that are in Sparrow hospitals all around nationally and in Lansing, Michigan, especially Lansing, Michigan, and about the certain things that this class or all 90 of the kids can do to help.
Alright, for the statistics, nationally there's like 318 Ronald McDonald houses, there's 167 family rooms, and there's 48 care mobiles. And the one in Lansing, they house about 200 families a year, and there's like 7 to 8 rooms full at all times, which is like all of them. And then 80% of them are filled every year. 43 pediatric beds in Sparrow Hospital, and 75% of those beds are filled with seriously ill children that are always held by the Ronald McDonald House, which is like a lot, but it's not like great, like it could be held.
Okay, so the Ronald McDonald House is a house that's funded by citizens and that charity themselves. It's their own corporation that they built, like a club that you would do in high school, that they went on and did as their job. What they provide is bedrooms and playrooms and relaxation rooms for the entire family to stay in the city that their kid has to stay, because they don't have the ability to visit their children. Whether, okay, here's an example. A family has an ill child that has to be in a pediatric bed in Texas, but they have to come up to Michigan to be able to get the right requirement. And so they have to miss out on their child's life, whether they have 2 weeks to live or 2 weeks till they get helped. They have no way of seeing them or saying goodbye. So Ronald McDonald House lets them come up and live in a house and provides them a home-cooked breakfast, home-cooked lunch, and home-cooked dinner by them, feeds them, talks to them, becomes their friend. And the playrooms are for the siblings, so the siblings have a chance to be able to say goodbye or like visit their brother or sister when they're in there. The relaxation is basically, it's only for parents. The kids don't go in there. The parents, like, they can go in there, get massages, they can watch TV, listen to the radio, watch the game, chill out. And so that way, it's not based on, oh my gosh, my kid's gonna die. Oh my gosh, my kid needs so much money. And they can step away and be relaxed, come back, and worry again. A care mobile. I thought that was really interesting because I didn't know that Ronald McDonald did that. A care mobile goes to all over the United States, and right now they have 48, and it's doctors and dentists that volunteer to go to disadvantaged cities that have kids that cannot pay for dentistry or a regular checkup or to get shots or so on and so forth, and they go there and they do it for free. And they take, within statistics, I think it's up to 400 kids in like a time span of like 5 hours. And it's every day in all countries, all cities, everywhere around the world. Family rooms is for the families that can visit. So if you personally have a family member that's in the Lansing, Michigan Sparrow Hospital and they are provided by RMHC, you are living here, so you don't technically need to go to the house. If it's necessary, you can. But a family room is so that way all of us can go there, we can see our kid, sibling, whatever, visit them for a couple hours, and then go into our family room, and we can stay the night there for that night or 2 nights. The majority they can stay there is for 4 days and 3 nights. And again, they give you TV, radio, coffee, home-cooked meals, and it's like a to get away. The home away from home is kind of a basis on what this whole thing gives to the family. So.
is you can participate in, anybody can participate, and that's what we would do. Like, you can participate, and there's a 5K or a 10K, and it's like a walk/run, and it all goes, all the money and everything donates for the kids and for the house so that their families can come and stay. The meal for moms, it's not just for like the moms, it's like we get to pick the meal, we would get to go there and cook the meal and hang out with like the families and interact with the children. It's just called Meals for Moms, but it's for like the children and for the families, and you get to sit down and interact, and get to like learn about them, what it's like. And so yeah, like we would be able to participate in both of those.
The meal is so simple to where each of us can bring in one bag of lunch meat, and then a couple of you can bring in loaves of bread, and then we can get some cans of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Go there, cook it up, sit with the children, not the really ill ones obviously, and the family, and eat dinner with them and discuss like what's going on with your life. We really get to know them on like a detailed basis so they don't feel like they're the only ones that actually care. These are just a visual of, this is only a quarter of the people that I did the run with. That's me and my Aunt Heather, and at the finish line, but this is literally only a quarter. This is just half, like a quarter of the roundabout that goes like a half a mile around, and we have to do it twice to be able to finish the 5K because there's so many people that are just like blacked up in one corner. So we have two videos, a Without You, which is kind of the RMHC Corporation that put it together to just say the citizens that participate, thank you. And then we have a Chester Walsh family, and a little girl tells her story about how RMHC helped her. Without You video, please. Is the sound on? Obviously, we can do donations, but the charities that we're really looking for you guys to want to participate in is the Meal for Moms, where even if not only the whole class, 10 people, I could do it on my own and just have people come in with me, even if you guys don't want to do it, because honestly, this is something that I do every year that I have done since I was 12. And I mean, if someone, even if it's just one person, is really interested in it, and it's not like on a class basis, I'd be open to you coming to me and like telling me you want to do it, because I'm definitely into it. And then the 5K, 10K, if anyone is interested, it's the last Saturday of March, and you don't have to walk it. You could do it backwards if you wanted. Nobody cares. Like, you can do what you want. I'll wheelchair you down it if you want. Just let me know. Go back to the presentation. And then do the link. Okay, and this is a little girl's story about her experience in the RMHC house. Skip intros.
Whoa, trippy.
For an operation, and they put me to sleep. They cut my head open and moved some bones about. It was great to have my mummy with me and good to have my around. I was a little scared. Very, very scary. When I was asleep on the ward, it was too noisy, so I had to go to Ronald McDonald house. It was good. It had a little playroom where people could stay, and I met a little boy that had to have the same operation as me. When I went away, I was sad because I couldn't see the little boy. And then I came back and the boy was still in the playroom. To the most beautiful daughter in the world, have a wonderful birthday with lots and lots of love. We love you forever. Thank you, Ronald McDonald House Charity.
She doesn't, obviously she's too little to really explain what had happened to her. The complete story I'm not allowed to have access to for legal issues, but what is said is, I don't remember if it was a brain aneurysm or brain tumor, but she was diagnosed to only have like a month or two to live. And so her family sent her to a United States. She was from the UK. Yeah, UK. They sent her to the United States to a Sparrow Hospital to be treated in an RMHC house. And like, what was it? Like 300 or 400 citizens in that city that she went to, I don't remember what it was, actually helped her and paid for her bills. And now she would not, and the reason why she was talking about her age and how happy she was to be 6 is because she was not going to make it to 6 years old. So, and it's all thanks to RMHC, otherwise she probably would have died. We're done.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Okay.
Remind us.
If you had any questions for them, they would be questions of the nature of